So one of my favorite methods of modeling in SolidWorks is to utilize what's called multi-body design. And that means that you design multiple components all together in one single part file. And that way you can create relationships between those components to ensure that those components all fit together. And today what I wanted to talk to you about is the way that these multiple bodies get their names assigned. So by default, what happens is the last feature in the tree that affects a solid body will be used to name that solid body. So for example, let's say we created a new cut extrude here on this surface. Begin a new sketch here, sketch a circle, and then I'm going to fire that circle through not only that top plate, but really through all of these different plates here. So when I'm done and I hit the green check mark, I've got a new feature in the tree here called Cut Extrude 3. And we see that the name of the solid bodies has changed here to Cut Extrude 3, Cut Extrude 3, Cut Extrude 3, and Cut Extrude 3. So a different Cut Extrude 3 for each body, and then it just gets indexed here 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, let's say I create another feature that only affects one of those bodies. So let's say I add a fillet here, and I'll add a fillet just to this body here. So we hit the green check mark. A new feature is created in the tree here called Fillet 1, and we see that that solid body that has that fillet applied to it is also named Fillet 1. Now, if I rename that feature, we'll see that the solid body will automatically get renamed. So if I rename this from Fillet 1 to Edge Fillet, something like that, and then we look back in the solid bodies folder, we see that that solid body has been automatically renamed to Edge Fillet. And this is where things can get a little bit confusing, because if those bodies are constantly changing their name, then it can be difficult to kind of keep up with which body is doing what. Well, the nice thing is if you go into this bodies folder and you manually rename the body, so if I call this one, for example, I'll press F2 here and I'll call this one Shelf 2. Okay, and then I'll go down to this body down here and I'll call this one here Shelf 1, the bottom shelf. Okay, now what will happen is no matter what I do to these bodies, no matter what features I add, they will not be renamed. So for example, if I add in a little notch here on the front of the shelf, you know, that feature is going to be called something like Cut Extrude. Well, let's see, what is it called here? It's called Cut Extrude 4. Okay, but the solid bodies have not been renamed to Cut Extrude 2. They've maintained their name here, Shelf 1, Shelf 2. So once you manually rename those bodies up in the bodies folder up here, you'll no longer get that automatic renaming. However, if I go back to this body here, which is called Cut Extrude 3, and then I add a fillet to that Cut Extrude 3, we can expect that that body is going to be renamed to Fillet 2 because I have not manually renamed that body. So just keep that trick in mind. I really enjoy modeling in Multibody in SolidWorks. I think it's a great way to design multiple components and make sure they fit together, but it can be easy to lose track of which body is functioning for what application, and you can resolve that ambiguity by just going in here and manually renaming this. If I call this one Shelf 3, now no matter what I do to the features that belong to that body, it will always be called Shelf 3. So I hope you guys enjoyed this power move. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. Be sure to leave me some comments down below. Let me know what you learned. And of course, if you like my style of teaching, be sure to visit us at TooTallToby.com/training. We've got a lot of great training classes to help you get better at SolidWorks. And I will see all of you in the next TooTallToby Power Moves.